Hi, I'm Travis. I'm the lettings manager for Ashley Adams, working in the Derby branch in the city centre. Part of my job is that I work really closely with investors. That ranges from investors with kind of multiple properties, but also ones that are looking to get started and kind of grow the portfolio from one. Part of my job is working closely to make sure I find good properties for them to invest in and advise them correctly on what rents to be achieving. Yeah, of course, it's been fantastic. I've worked with a lot of sites previously, and this one has stood out a mile, to be honest, just down to the fact the standard of the tenants that we've been achieving. The rents are very, very high. To be honest, I think that's down to the fact it's so centrally located. You've got everything here. You've got the shopping centre, you've got the train station, but you've also got such a good network of employers, which is enabling us to find a really high standard of tenant for all the properties we're getting coming up. So you've got Bombardier, Rolls-Royce, Derby University, Derby Royal Hospital, Derby County, and all of these are providing a very good salary. One thing I learned when I came to the branch to Derby was that it's got the second highest income per person outside of London. So it's a really, really good opportunity for investors, because you always know that sustainability is going to be there. People can afford these rents, and that's always going to be the case. So it does make it a very, very good area to invest in. So we, as part of kind of us as a brand as well, we do aim for a really high standard of tenant. We take it upon ourselves to take a real interest in finding good people. It makes it very, very easy for us here with such high spec properties. So just kind of give you a couple of examples of the tenants we've got. So we've got an ex-retired police detective, university lecturers, we've got solicitors that are in the properties as well, doctors, radiographers from the hospital, Derby County football players, we've got a couple of those there now. So there's an array of people, but one thing they've all got in common is they've all got good salaries, they all work very, very hard for the money they earn, and that tends to find that you get a more respected tenant that's going to really upkeep the standard of the property. So the rents are really good here. We've noticed that they're really high at the moment, which is great. We only expect those to go forward in time as well. So for the 3-bedroom properties, we're talking kind of 1,150 to 1,200. For the 2-bedroom properties, 950 to £1,000. Which across the areas is a really, really good rent to achieve. This month's been really busy. We've had a really good month. So just to give you an indication, so we've let 11 properties this month on this particular site. And to give you a figure that I think is really impressive, it's taken us no longer than 56 hours to let them. But that doesn't mean at all that we're rushing. This is down to us having a waiting list of high standard applicants that are desperate to be on this site. So yeah, they are going really fast, but to a very good standard of tenant for a good rent. We've got a plan, so we've put a bit of a business plan together, knowing what's going to be happening with the development, with obviously the gym, the restaurant, and once it gets to completion, that's only going to increase the rents further. So for example, the 2023 completions we're expecting to be achieving 1,250 for the 3 bedrooms and 1,050 for the 2 bedrooms. And alongside the current market being so buoyant, we're expecting that to continue to grow over the years. If it was me, I'd definitely be, and I don't just say this because I work here, I'd definitely be investing in Derby. The sustainability you've got of having such high income, such big employees that seem to keep the staff for a long time is absolutely vital. But also down to the fact I think it's very, very up and coming with Derby. There's a lot of developments happening. The likes of this one at Wavensmere has made a huge difference to the area. So I think it's just such a good area because you're always going to sustain that good standard of tenant, and you will never have an empty property in Derby. That's an absolute guarantee. So I'm actively looking to work with investors at the moment, especially on the new kind of properties we're getting. We've got obviously the properties here at Wavensmere, So I'd urge any actively investors, whether you've already got properties or whether you're looking to firstly get started, give me a call. I'd love to help you on that front end in advising you what rents you'd be achieving, and then hopefully follow it through and find you a really good tenant.